See that, Tyler? Can you read backwards?
Honesdale Hornets.
Yeah.
That's not
Where I
backwards
grew
to
up.
me. That's rightwards.
Oh, it says
That's
right to you?
rightward.
Wait, wait, look. Reading club. 2000. I went up to, that's my hometown. I went up there right before this all happened. And I went to the Salvation Army there because it's such a small town. It's like, where do you buy merchandise from that town that is authentic? Yeah. So I went to there, and this is all I could find. So I'm in the reading club.
I was gonna say, did you earn like your pizza, like your personal pan pizza in the reading?
I feel like I've read enough books in my life that I can wear this shirt. I don't feel.
I never finished one of those things.
No,
they still give those out. They do.
Really?
If you do a whole calendar of reading every night with your parents for 15 minutes, you get to go get your personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut.
What was it called? It was called something.
The Book It.
Mm-hmm.
No, was it Book It?
Yeah, Book It Club.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. They don't call it that now. It's just yay, bringing you did it.
Yeah. Here's a greasy sausage pizza.
Mm-hmm.
We're here with Missy Hartney, who's the downtown manager of the Southside Arts District, which is in Bethlehem.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the North Side, which is all hoity-toity. People like me on the North Side.
Don't start a war here, George. Don't start a war.
It's historic. It's traditional. It's lovely, and the South Side is fun.
I love all of Bethlehem. Yeah. Bethlehem wouldn't be as awesome if it didn't have two sides.
Exactly.
Like, how cool is that you have the artistic side to whatever degree, and then North is a little more traditionally historic. It's just, there's so much stuff.
It's gorgeous. We have our entertainment district with the steel stacks, and then we have, Main Street with, beautiful Hotel Bethlehem, and, it's like a slice of history. So it's great. It's great.
And so, yes, we're one Bethlehem. That being said, let's talk about the South Side.
Yes.
So for people who don't know, Missy, can you kind of describe what you do and then maybe what has happened in the last 2 weeks or so and how you're responding?
Sure. So I'm the downtown manager of the South Side, and what that means is I work with all of the merchants there to collectively work together as a business community to put together events. We do streetscape improvement projects, so most of the public art that you see on like the greenway, the flower pots, the banners that are downtown, really trying to give the South Side an identity, between the steel stacks and Banana Factory. I work with them to make it a business community. So I'm kind of the glue that gets everybody together. And typically every Friday, first Friday of the month, we have First Friday celebrations. So we've been working on that actually to try to have a virtual First Friday on Facebook to give people a little sense of normalcy right now, since it's not normal.
I think it's too, like we found, I think everybody's going through processes, everybody's individual. Like there are days, I know Tyler has been, it's stressful. Like there are days I'm up this high, and then there's days I'm like, I don't want to do one video call. And I imagine that other people are having, much more.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you get these, it's a range of emotions that probably is new to everybody right now. I don't think we've had, obviously people have dealt with personal things, but on a scale like we're seeing it. So it's like it's this new territory, right? And I think honestly, I'll be like, everybody's doing a pretty good job, that I've seen. So that's good to see.
Well, and my point was that these types of things, the first Friday, Tyler and I talking to people has honestly, being able to do this with Tyler every day has been beneficial to me.
Yeah.
Just as, and I hope that people watching it the same way. So the first Friday.
Yeah, right.
We're doing.
I wouldn't know that people are out there without this. I wouldn't know.
Like I don't want to steal any thunder. This is a different day, but like we're gonna host another game night, later in the week. And so First Friday is amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Like we're gonna camp up in front of the computer to like watch all the fun stuff. So what do you plan to like? What's going on during First Friday? What can people expect? I mean, I know you don't totally know, but.
Yeah. Well, at 4:00 on Friday, I'm going to go live on Facebook to talk about some of the different restaurants that are open to get takeout. we're really trying to let people, have that. Everybody looks forward to Friday when you're working. I know I do. And it's typically a night where I get out. So I'm going to go live at 4:00 to talk about the restaurants that are available for takeout or pickup or delivery. And then at 7:00, we have a concert series that's going to happen where it's going to kick off with Kendall Conrad. She is a country singer. I think you guys.
We've heard of her. Yeah, we know her.
She told me
She's all
it's
right.
really nice hi. So she's going to kick it off at 7:00. And then Carlos Barada, he was formerly the frontman of The Hook. He's going to 7:30. And of ours who used to actually orchestrate the First Friday concert series where we had different musicians at all the different shops, Ralph Pagano. He's going to be on at 8:00. And then if people tune in and they share it and they like it with a hashtag Facebook First Friday, they have a chance to win a $100 gift card to any restaurant or retailer in the South Side of their choice. So it's just a really fun thing. You can sit on your couch, you can enjoy a live musician on your Friday night, and have a little sense of normal.
Yep.
Normally First Friday, this is what we do. We have music all over the South Side. The restaurants and the retailers have specials, and we have art exhibits and music all night long. And clearly, this First Friday of April, we're all stuck indoors, so we're trying to figure out a way to still have it.
It's funny how and not that I didn't know that was going on, right? But I wonder how many people are learning things that were going on prior to this because they can't do it at all. Like that's something like looking back, I'm like, man, are you telling me that I missed First Fridays? I had the opportunity to go see live music and specials. Like that's it's like a dream right now. You know what I mean?
Really, I personally, and maybe I'm preaching or something, but
you're probably going to be preaching.
Because I've been thinking about this, and I feel like there's going to be two ways you can come out of this. You're either going to really have a new appreciation for everything, or you're going to forget about it in a week. And unfortunately, there are going to be those people who go right back to being, I'm inconvenienced by having to wait at the supermarket. Or we can really say, wow, look at the way our community, Lehigh Valley as a whole, came together. I want to go hang out with these people. I want to support them.
And it's easy to right now, I'm like, I will never complain traffic on 22 ever again in my life.
No, or I mean, a lot of people complained about the traffic on 3rd Street and 4th Street in the South Side. I don't care.
I don't care.
I'm not going to go, guys, I'm sorry, I can't go that far.
No.
Really?
I'm definitely going to still complain about traffic.
That's the line.
I'm not going to ever say that there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Because
very true.
There's so much new. There's so many cool shops everywhere, but especially on the South Side. Like I've seen some of the South Side businesses that maybe aren't getting a lot of publicity, like some of the coffee shops and stuff. I know that people are doing some great stuff down there. So I don't know if you want to talk about more of for people who haven't been to the South Side in a while.
Absolutely. I mean, we have pop-up art exhibits in a lot of our shops. One in particular, Lit Coffee Shop, they have art on their walls every couple of weeks, a new exhibit, and it's fantastic. And it's such a cozy, lovely little coffee shop. And you can see brand new art every month there. And it's always very intriguing. It's always very, and that's the greatest part about art is that you don't need to be an expert in order to appreciate it or have an opinion about it. And I think that's what makes the South Side so unique is that we have our outside art exhibit with our murals. We have the Steelworkers mural. We have the mural at Cafe Lodge. So, people can just walk around and enjoy art. And it gives people an opportunity, that maybe can't make it to the Mitchner or even the Allentown Art Museum for that matter, to be able to walk around, enjoy being outside downtown and look at art. So,
and there is something to be said to being around that too.
Yeah.
Like when you go visit somewhere and it's this artist, and it's not like the Banana Factory, obviously when they're open and they allow you to go into the artist room, it's just so neat to see that. And you're like, wow, this is 20 minutes from my house, 5 minutes from my house, and this stuff is happening.
Well, speaking of hating 22 and art, we had on with the art establishment people, right, George, a couple podcasts ago.
Yeah.
And
yes.
this subject came up, right? And I think people don't realize how much local art there is that you can buy, right? So you can go into these places, and I hope maybe that like carries over where it's like you're decorating your house and you don't go to Pier 1 or just go to the coffee shop and be like, that weird thing that some guy or woman down the street painted, I'm going to put that in my bathroom. I don't need this.
You know what? You just inspired me. There's a painting down at Johnny's Bagels, right? Across from Tapas. And it's like an orange painting, and it's abstract. I don't know, but I've looked at it every time I've gone in there for the past 6 months. It's like $135, just a local artist. I'm buying it the next time I go in, and hold me to it. I'm putting this like I'm doing that because
that's the stuff that we should be doing. Like, and I hope maybe people like there's this energy of like local, and supporting the community. I hope that just doesn't stop. I know we're at the very beginning of this, and I don't want to speak that we're at the end, but when we are back to normal life and we do start hating traffic on 22 again, I hope that that energy doesn't stop. Where we are continuing to support not only the restaurants but the artists.
Yeah.
Because we've all seen that quote going around how right now, when everything's shut down, who are you relying on? Artists are the ones that we're all watching the shows. We're all, so let's not forget about that too.
And to that point too, I don't know if you're doing this or not, Missy, for those concerts, but I know a lot of the artists have their Venmos up, and you can donate what you want. So
have a virtual tip jar up. So definitely support them. Supporting artists, supporting musicians, supporting your local shops. I think that's crucial right now and later for people to understand that like you're not just supporting a local business, like you're supporting your neighbor. You're supporting a dance class for that person's child. It's so much bigger than just not shopping at Walmart. These are your friends, your neighbors. They make your community special, and if we don't support them now, we won't have them when the fog clears. So we really need to band together, not only to support like the medical community. The other day I saw the Fab Lab and the Fab Lab is a part of Northampton Community College, and coolest part about that, a little plug, you don't need to be a student in order to take a class at the Fab Lab. So if you ever wanted to take a class there, it's really, really amazing. You can make a guitar, you can make a salad bowl with woodworking. It's incredible. But they're using their machines there to create medical masks, and I mean in bulk. It's amazing.
Yeah. Do you know Tim Dodge there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just funny. You just mentioned that, and it made me think. Wow, Tim messaged me the other day, so I just messaged him if he wants to be on a video, because you're right. Like, there's amazing people doing amazing things. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, though, they were still doing them a couple weeks ago.
They were. It's a shame that something like this has to happen in order for the spotlight to go on to these people. But at the same time, we need to hold on to those positive things. We need to hold on to supporting our community. And now more than ever, I think that's what's going to get people through this. So,
it gives you confidence, not to get like cheesy, but it gives you confidence that, if the community can rally like this, what really can stop us,
Absolutely.
So
absolutely,
it's all good.
And that's where this idea came from, to like go forward with First Friday, honestly, because at first I was like, you know what, like everybody's hunkering down. Everybody is trying to figure out their next step. And, a lot of them are really focused on what loans are out there so that they can stay in business and pay their employees. And I didn't really want to burden people with this idea of, okay, we need to work on like a promotional thing. And then, every night, I'm seeing people on Facebook, kind of like rallying together, watching the Tiger King, and it,
Is that rallying together though?
I think so. I do.
It is.
Laughing, having fun, enjoying.
Tiger King has made this like at least somewhat bearable to be able to see.
Let me ask you guys, if you're that guy, are you happy Are you thanking COVID-19? Or are you mad at COVID-19 more?
Joe Exotic?
Yeah. I haven't seen it. So I don't know the context.
I think it would have been crazy with or without, but,
but now everybody's watching
storm,
it.
Yeah.
Yes. I think Joe Exotic would be really happy to know that he is bringing joy to the folks that are staying home and following the quarantine.
I don't know. I think he's just thinking about Carol and getting out of jail.
I do know that much.
He's happy about that too, because now apparently the documentary has opened up like the cold case against her, potentially like killing her.
So she probably hates it. She's probably like, that COVID really got me.
You can't tell me that if Trump pardons him, you would be surprised. You would just be like, that's a little weird, but let's move on to something else because.
Yeah. I would love it if, he wore one of his, glitter shirts with tiger print when he got pardoned, and
that'd be funny.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So I haven't seen it. So just basically, is he just like white trash Steve Irwin? Is that basically?
That's a decent without any of Steve Irwin's anything.
Or Sigmund, what's it? Sigmund and what are they?
It's more like a trailer park guy who happens to have a bunch of tigers.
Yes, and not just a bunch, like 200 and some.
Like 200 tigers.
Crazy.
It's a euphemism for gun control in America.
Hey, Missy, we have had the snow camel at the Southside. We had him in Molly's. I think a tiger is a next step.
Yeah, it's not
make it happen.
No,
I don't think so. I don't think I'm making the appearance for the
maybe
the
a peacock
tiger.
would be better. So what have you been, a little bit more serious note, with some of the businesses you've been talking about, small business loans and everything. We don't have to go into details because we can even post links if they need it. But what have you been hearing from businesses? Like, what is the sentiment? And then, what are you able to kind of get back? I'm just curious what, somebody who's talking to dozens of business owners daily, what are you hearing?
Really, they're concerned about their employees. A lot of it has been just concerned about paying their employees, making sure their employees can survive this, because everybody that's in the service industry, they don't make much on an hourly basis. They rely on tips. So I've been working with them on finding loans that that'll help them be able to pay payroll and their rent so that they can, again, make it through this. So a lot of my job has shifted into finding out those opportunities that are out there. I even found a loan for musicians that can help give them funding if they lost gigs because of this. So
is that something that they can, because I know that when you just said that, a lot of musicians probably said, what? So where could they find that information?
You know what, I can actually put it on our Facebook page after this and put that link up. But
I'll share it too. I'll share that out.
Yeah. But every day I've just been doing my due diligence to check in. Some folks are, they're doing contests and they're doing gift card giveaways and things like that. Demasi has put together like fun survival kits for folks.
They have a Tiger King set up.
So you can decorate your home in leopard print. And then other folks have, they've just decided, for right now, we're going to close and figure out next steps. So I've had that all the way to over here, and just, making sure that everybody's okay and being that resource for the businesses so that they know if they need information about a loan or I've found myself for them. Yeah.
Sure.
Also, but I think leopard prints out and tiger prints in. I don't.
Oh yes, that's good. It's crazy, and I want to make sure that just the fact that people who are doing this work, like the musicians, I know they get crapped on all the time. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, can you play for free? Play for exposure, play for all that. These are some of the most talented people we have in our community, and we're basically treating them as volunteers. And I'm not saying everybody, of course. There are many people who support the local community. I'm just saying those are some of the things that they face. So something like that where they can even see, wow, their support for me. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of today, I'm just going to be here. I might go for a walk, Tyler. I went yesterday.
I'm going to do 2 yoga. I got the hot yoga hut live classes twice a day.
It's good.
I'm doing
That's
2
good.
a day, baby.
I went
I'm
for a
going to be
walk.
140 pounds when this is all over.
My dad lives down the street. So I walked with my daughter, and he came out on the porch, and, we're 12 feet away. And, we were just there for a minute. We said hi and bye, just because it's tough. I don't want to go too much into the kid stuff, but it's tough. Like, my daughter hasn't seen another human being in person since it started, and she won't until May. So we wanted to at least try to do something. But even that scared me. I came home, and I'm like, put her in the tub. It doesn't matter. She's fine.
It's really tough. I have a 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, and just trying to keep a sense of normalcy for them. Doing schoolwork with them online. The Bethlehem Area School District has been amazing with offering online courses and things that you can just print out and do paperwork with your child. But it's been a challenge to try to keep them focused and because they miss their friends, they really miss their friends. They miss their grandparents. So yeah, this has been an interesting challenge. Working from home, being a teacher, going to recess. I was so happy to see the sun was out today so that I can take the kids out, that we have a trampoline in the backyard. So they
nice. Well, don't get hurt. Jesus.
Yeah.
Make sure they're safe.
Well, speaking of to the teachers and school districts, I mean, obviously the healthcare workers are heroes, but I think everybody has when we've talked about this with other guests, everybody has a new appreciation for our educators, like some parents that have one who are teaching to one kid. It's like, imagine 30 of them all in the same.
No thanks.
And, you can't discipline them the way you can discipline your own kids.
No. Yes.
Yeah, I guess that is the one advantage of being at home. I can be like, listen, I can put you in timeout for however long. Thankfully, she's pretty good, but I guess you do have that option.
Yeah. But it's been, yeah.
But hey, to end on a good note, though.
Yes.
First Friday.
Friday.
Hold on a second. Oh, today is Wednesday. So in 2 days. So First Friday. And again, people can find out more just by going to Southside.
Go to our Facebook page. Go to our website, and you can find out all the details. At 4:00 on Friday, I'll go live on Facebook to talk about which restaurants are open for takeout, so that people can make their decisions and go grab curbside to go or get delivery. And then at 7:00 we kick off the concert with Kendall Conrad.
Awesome. Kendall better give us a shout out in the beginning.
Oh yeah, or else she's done. She's done with us.
Yeah. Well, Missy, thank you so much. It's fun. We're talking to your husband tomorrow. So
yes, Mr. Wellness. From St. Luke's.
He's been super busy, so we're finally getting him on. This has been great, and we might have the chance to do this again, depending how long we go. So
yeah. I'll put my head in. I'll be like, hey.
Let us know. Well,
definitely. The first Friday out of quarantine, we're gonna be.
Oh yes.
Watching some live music somewhere, right?
Well, in fact, I was talking about when all of this clears, I think we're going to be renting the band shell from the city of Bethlehem and have a First Friday happy hour on the Greenway where 6 to 7 we have a big band that just rocks it, and then people can disperse and go to the restaurants, go to the bars, go to the shops. We have a scavenger hunt, so I think we're definitely going to do that once this is
Love it.
Love
that idea.
The Groove Merchants or Trouble City All Stars just rock it on the Greenway.
Yeah,
we're in. All right, thank you, Missy.
Bye.
We'll have this up soon. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Stay healthy.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.